Igbo youth leaders back Ortom on Kanu, Igboho open grazing. Hello, my wonderful people. We know that the governor, Samuel Ortom, has constantly and continuously spoken against evil being perpetrated by this leadership where killers are being pampered and trained on how to come out in deceit to tell Nigerians that they are asking for forgiveness after turning the life of people upside down. And, Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, and many more are being chased as though they have committed a crime that is unimaginable. Funny enough, what they are asking for is legal, enshrined in the constitution, not just Nigerian constitution, where in Africa, where Nigerian is also part of the signatories, is there. Fundamental human rights. People can call for section, and what the country ought to do is call for a referendum. With Africa, it's quite a different ballgame altogether. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Thank you. Igbo youth leaders back Ortom on Kanu, Igboho open grazing. Igbo youth leaders under the Alliance of Coalition of Southeast Leaders have thrown their weight behind Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State on his position on some burning national issues, including open grazing, Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho. The governor has criticized the federal government for allegedly handing bandits and Fulani herdsmen, handling them with the kid gloves while using sledgehammer on freedom seekers like Kanu and Igboho. Governor Ortom, a strong advocate to ban on open grazing, also called for building of ranches where such is practicable. Ortom, in the recent national television live interview, asked the federal government why it has not deployed the same logistic and technology in tracking bandits and Fulani herdsmen ravaging communities across the country as it did in the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho outside the shores of Nigeria. The coalition of Southeast youth leaders, in a press statement by its President General Goodluck Ibem, the Secretary General Igwe, hailed Ortom for his courage to speak out, as well as his continuous defense for his people at the risk of his political interest. The group challenged other governors to emanate Ortom and fearlessly speak up in defense of their people, irrespective of political affiliation. The group called political office holders to stop sacrificing the interests of their people in the altar of their personal political correctness or altars. We express our solidarity for the outspoken governor Samuel Ortom on his position on banning open grazing and Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho. This is what governors should be doing. Sadly, even governors from the region where these things are happening seem to be quiet and have their hands crossed. The coalition of Southeast leaders, youth leaders, argued that no self-determination seeking group has committed any kind of atrocity perpetrated by the bandits and Fulani herdsmen. Yet the federal government has not felt what the Fulani herdsmen are doing, killing Nigerians, to be any form of crime. In Nigeria, there is no place where separation agenda, rape, kidnapping has gone with rape, kidnapping, or the rest. But Fulani herdsmen carry out all these things, and the federal government make a joke of it. It is sad because it makes it very difficult for Nigerians to feel if this administration have no hand in it. You ended it by saying if this administration have no hand in it. That's $1 million question that sincerely needs an urgent answer like yesterday. The federal government not having a hand in it, nobody knows, because what we are experiencing speaks, when they say it speaks volume, indeed, it speaks volume. Indeed, it speaks volume. Because when you see all these things happening, it's a clear indication that this country is not just is at the verge of tipping off, and we need a miracle to put us back on track. With what is currently happening, something must be done drastically to change the course of this narrative. We all cannot sit back and pretend that all is well. If we do that, We will just be deceiving ourselves. When you look at the position of the federal government towards this Fulani herdsmen, one is wondering, what exactly is happening here? What exactly is happening? Are you sure that they don't have a hand in it? Because they pretend like nothing is happening. They carry on business as usual, do everything, and yet they just told them that so and so and so person was killed. They just told them that this and this and this and this has happened. They don't care. After all, his children are not in the country. They're having the best of education outside the shores of Nigeria, doing excellently well, you know. But guess what? They don't care about what happened to Nigerians. They don't care. They don't care. So who exactly is to be blamed in the face of all this? Leadership? I don't think it's just the central leadership. It starts from the grassroots. When you have governors who cannot stand for their people, when you have governors who speaks otherwise, when you have governors who are speaking in terms of their own political interest, then you know that the people are doomed. You have senators who were voted in representing senatorial districts. They go to those places and they don't, they are marching free and behaving as if, when they get there, you'll be surprised at the kind of laws being passed out. And you'll be asking yourself, was senators from the east there? Were senators from the west there? What about from the south? Were they there? How did this bill pass? That is to tell you that when they got there, they were seeking their own personal interest from their northern counterpart or from their southern counterpart or from their eastern counterpart when some silly bills were being passed. So these are some of the things we are facing and experiencing in this country. People that are supposed to be representing people are there for their own self, their own interests, and do not care about Nigerians. So who exactly is to be blamed? The people that voted them into office or the people that are supposed to be in those offices representing the people? My dear, it's a tough one. Honestly speaking, it is really a tough one. And what we can do is honestly pray for this country. That's one of the things we can do. Sadly, it feels like our hands are really tied here. You see, we're trying our best. But if God does not help us, I don't know how further we can go, because we are really pushed. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.